Assalamu alaikum. This is Mas Khan from Mashriq.Tv. Today our story is about Pompeo to visit Golan Heights. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is planning to visit the Golan Heights and an Israeli settlement in the West Bank next week, both first for a US Secretary of State. Since 1967, all previous US administrations have treated the West Bank and Golan Heights as occupied territory. Experts say that the trip seems intended to highlight the Trump administration's policy shifts on Israel. For Pompeo, it also has domestic political significance ahead of a possible presidential run in 2024. Pompeo has repeatedly highlighted his close links to Israel, including by addressing the Republican National Convention from Jerusalem. He was also the first Secretary of State to make an official visit to the Western Wall in Jerusalem. Last November, Pompeo annulled a State Department legal opinion from 1978 which deemed Israeli settlements in the West Bank inconsistent with international law. Pompeo's announcement came a week after the EU High Court had ruled that all EU member states must place a special label on goods originating from Israeli settlements in the West Bank. That ruling came in response to an appeal by the owner of a winery in the Segod settlement. After Pompeo's announcement, the owner of the winery named a new series of wine after Pompeo and sent him a case of wine bottles. Pompeo is planning a visit that same winery next week. It's unclear whether it will be designated as an official visit or a private visit, or whether any Israeli officials will accompany him. The US Embassy in Israel and the Israel Shin Bet security agency have been preparing for the unprecedented trip. A spokesperson said the State Department had nothing to add about the trip at this time. Pompeo is also planning to visit the Golan Heights. In March 2019, in a gesture that came days before an Israeli election, President Trump announced that the US would recognize Israeli sovereignty over the region. The Israeli government then established a new village named the Trump Heights, though construction has yet to start 18 months later. Pompeo will arrive in Israel next Wednesday. He is expected to meet Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and other officials, most likely including Minister of Defense Benny Gantz, Foreign Minister Gabi Ashkenazi, and Mossad Chief Yossi Cohen. Pompeo will arrive in Israel with his wife, and they are expected to make a private visit at Qasr al-Yahud, a Christian baptism site in the Jordan River near Jericho in the West Bank. The Felic family, owners of Duty Free America, is a major investor in the winery Pompeo will visit. They are also Republican donors and have organized events Pompeo has attended as Secretary of State. This is it for now. Thank you for watching Mashriq.Tv. If you have any queries, you can email us at info@mashriq.tv.